and I am live, and well, thank you, Tony. Thank you for the sub. Wow, great way to start, and well, let's just get immediately. Yee! Thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome to my stream. As always, sound a little bit. That's it. So, and how are you doing, Tony? I've seen some great work on the Riddler. One of my favorites of the whole Batman villains. Not that I know a lot about riddles and anything. I'm really bad at it, but I like the character, especially his blues. Oh my god, my color deafness is acting up again. His green suit. But again, hope you're doing well, Tony. Why are you laying down? If you want to lay down, you have to become a carpet, not a mini holder. Dumb thing. You're not doing bad, thanks. I love the old school big baddies from Batman. Yeah, I haven't watched them a lot, but the old, what were the 60s? Those old Robin and Batman real, not the cartoons, but the real things, the really, yeah, costume-like, we would say, especially Batman's costume. Oh my god, what was the name of the, oh, that's such a well-known, sorry, I have to close Muses Touches stream. There we go. Let's, oh, there we already saw it. Bedenk Bob Kane. Adam West, right. Thought it was late 60s, yes, with Adam West. There's Batman. I still do like the guy who played the Joker. Did not really need a lot of prosthetics to get a nice big smile on his face. So really cast well. But yeah, I had sorry a little bit. Oh, he was great. Yeah. But as I said, that was a little bit before my time. I was born in 1970, so I guess I have always been a nerd, but I mostly have been a loner. So and well, the Dutch television over here was not really that much to talk about. Not that it was bad, of course, but most of the children's programs were only on Saturday and on Wednesday afternoons. As Wednesdays afternoons, all schools were off, so we had a whole afternoon to nicely sit in front of the television. And but those were really just more like real children's programs. But anywho, yeah, I had a busy day, a busy week, even although it was 4 days. We had Monday off, national holiday, bank day, I believe they call it in England. Had done quite a lot, had quite some frustrations to go through. Oh, yeah, the 1986 baby here. We used to get reruns of Batman, Flash Gordon, all those. Oh, damn. Yeah, those are the things here in the Netherlands. No, we didn't get them. The only way probably we could see them was on the German television. Dutch television was quite boring. In that time they had programs that I watched and I liked, but not that kind of stuff. I do know, and it must be in the late 1970s, that I saw a strange comic book. Well, we don't call them comic books over here, but nowadays we do. But then the comics were normally bigger books with a little bit of sturdier cover and a lot of pages. And then, but I do know I did see some strange comic book that really, yeah, not so sturdy. And there was a guy that could elongate his limbs and everything. One guy could catch on fire without harming him. There was an orange dude that looked like built out of blocks, a little bit like Minecraft nowadays, and a woman that could turn invisible and do stuff with her mind, apparently. No idea what they were, did read it, was not interested. I guess they are called the Fantastic Four. Oh man, yeah, the Fantastic Four. Jesus, that's how alone I was. I had only my little world and everything outside. When I became a teen at my 14th, that's my first remembrance that I even got with a little bit money on my own to some kind of oh, how do you call it? It's not a garage sale, but a market for all kinds of used stuff and that kind of stuff. And I did buy a double album of Kiss. I had not even heard of them until I played the music, and hey, there was one song that I remembered. The first #1 hit, but yeah, okay. So no, that was then. Now my world is quite a lot bigger, luckily. Excellent choice. Yeah, well, at that time I still have it. I did buy it because it had a whole sheet with cool temporary tattoos and a really great poster you could hang. I did not even know who Kiss was. Oh my god, where have I been? Under a rock? Yeah. But okay, so I got up all of that. Normally, with most trends, I am 10 years behind. So that's about right. Thus, yeah, I have been busy this week. I did finish my underwater sea creature thingy for the big brush off and for Muse's Touch. It did not turn out as it should be. I had 2 times a leak. First one was just because I didn't seal the seams good enough. The second time was completely, utterly my own fault, as the resin that I used is normally a 2-component resin and normally used for table surfaces and everything. It was still cool. Yeah, no, I thank you. And for all the things that I learned about it and over it and how to use everything, I am really glad I did it. It's still very, especially the glow in the dark part, love it. But the resin that I used is not, in fact, not really good for using with plastic models and stuff. It's more for jewelry and other stuff because it gets hot. I totally forgot that. So the second time that I got a leak, that was just because, yeah, the heat did dissolve at one point on the thinnest point, one of the corners. And that was a little bit of an oh my god, how I'm going to clean up that, and I did leave it at night, just let it harden because it was still sticky and everything. I even stepped in it with one of my sandals, put a piece of paper under it. It's still under there. And oh, a Dragapult has appeared. Nice. Sounds very, very interesting. I even want to Google that. No, let's not. Let's just finish my story so I can start painting. Something I have wanted to do all day but haven't done. Right. So that was the whole thing with the thing. I used old-fashioned duct tape to seal everything, and then I could pour the rest of my resin, and that went quite good. He's very heavy and very solid. The sides, because I used different kinds of resin, were not very shiny and see-through, but I used a little bit of the same resin as a varnish, and that's how I got a nice see-through diorama. And I learned a lot about it, so that's a good thing, and it still looks indeed quite good. Then the good part, I have a holiday, a vacation. Why all those English words, they almost mean the same but not the same. So I have a 1 week vacation next week, so there will be certainly some painting. I did take the week off. Oh damn! Why not for Tony, the Dragapult? Yeah, that's good. I did it because I do have a windscreen, and that's in fact just a little wall on the side of the house with oh my god, how do you with glass in it and wood. Is that a glass frame? Is that how you call it? What you have in your house also? But I had last few years a little bit of problems with getting it painted again. It needed some paint. 2 years ago we had a terrible summer, especially in September when I had, yep, that's right, window frame, good, thank you. We had terrible weather, wet, so I couldn't paint. Last year we had great weather, but then I had my injury with my leg, so it was also a big no-no. This time this week it's great weather, and you know what? I'm gonna paint that damn thing. I paint it in the morning, and then I have the whole afternoon and all extra hours that I can spare for painting other things I am building. And of course I wanted to show some things, but never mind. Next Wednesday I am going to do a building stream for XPS foam for a little wooden cabinet. Cabin, not cabinet, cabin. So you'll have the first, the premiere news. Yeah. So I wanted to paint that, and I started this morning with removing all the old paint, and with half of the old paint also came a lot of rotten wood. So and not on one place but several places, so I have to replace. Great. I also want to. I certainly will put them on YouTube. So if you are not able to watch, no problem. I want to do that maybe every 2 weeks on a Wednesday. Then it will be probably a 1 hour earlier. Otherwise, it will be getting too late. I need my 7 hours sleep. But we will see how we can do that. And I have to do a lot of preparations for one build, because I use PVA glue and paints that do need a lot of have a lot of drying time. So, but we will see. Sorry. Anyway, so that was a little bit of a downer today. But on the other side, after a cup of coffee and considering looking through on the internet what my possibilities are, because I do not want to put a new window frame on there because that's just too expensive. I cannot do that myself, so I would have to hire someone, and the wood also, it has to be hardwood, so it needs to be done in a good way. But I am just going to make a screen out of yeah, the hardwood planks and everything. I can do that. So that's solved. So I got a little bit brighter, and then I remembered, hey, now I have every morning of next week also time to paint. So yeah, I am yeah, that is going to expensive. I mean, I do have the glass, that is already a big part, but well, I mean, I have an ex-colleague of mine who used to be a carpenter. Is that a yeah, carpenter? So he probably, he will certainly want to help me, but I think, yeah, he's in his 70s now. He and then he would have to do almost everything, because me and measuring and that kind of stuff, it does work. But if oh yeah, sorry, no, I now see that I have a lot of new followers, yay! But that was last week. So I was this busy with the stream of Carol, from Carol, that I did not even see what is all on my screen. Oh, almost 150 followers, 9, and oh, my nice, that thingy, that doesn't work, so I will get rid of that. I mean, come on.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Yay! Welcome, Raiders! Welcome, 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 Minimami, Musestad, Shanur, and everybody else. I did win the giveaway. Yo! Okay. So, but there were two prizes, right? Which one did I? Oh, whatever was that for both? Whee! Yes, you won the fabulous Marines fundraising giveaway. Yeah. Okay. Yay! Okay, okay, yes, yes. Nice. Good. Well, let's, hey, Tony, I was telling you, said sorry, but a lot of emotional stuff. Yay! Hey, you win a mini painting palette and the Draw Queen on Throne by Reaper Mini. Yay! Yeah, Tony Howell, sorry, Tony Howell is in chat. So I was giving him a complete review of my whole week that really went up and down emotionally. And yeah, they did show it. I saw it. I already complimented him on a great mini, and as always, whatever he has already painted, it looks great. Who was just with me and saw the. Tell him how awesome his diorama was. Please do. Ah, cool. that is certainly. Now you are all here. How could we not? That is certainly certain. And also, thanks to Tony, I am going to start on Wednesday evening a third stream about building with foam and everything. And I hope that I can get a little bit near his quality of building. Just getting there is feeling lucky to have. lot of yeah. Whew. And again, my brain has been everywhere today and last week, and so I'm a little bit full, which means that I will probably not talk very much. Well, I have already talked too much. It's painting time. And well, to be honest, Baldi, I will hit you up later to get details for your prize palette. Yeah, thank you. Great. And well, about the mini, I mean, you have that mini that you have to send to me. Said I have to raid and run Boston awaits. Oh, okay, no problem. Then thank you for all. We will talk about it later on Discord. Have a great rest of your day. It's still day over there. See you next time, and thanks for the raid. Good. Then I have, with all my busyness, I have decided to not paint the dragon bust that I was working on. I am going for 2 minis, well, especially also the smallest minis. This one I am going to paint for the MLG big brush off, as it is the mini that I have always wanted to paint since I had it, or even since I saw it on the Bones 5 it was. Hey, Viking Pie, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Oh, okay, yeah, that was the right sound. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh. Yeah, this is so brilliant. I have him certainly 2 times, of course, why not? And that was totally on purpose. So yeah, I have decided to paint this one up. I also wanted to use him for those who do not know, it's the Overgourd. And I believe nobody from that Kickstarter did not, there was nobody from the Kickstarter, how do I phrase it correctly without 2 negatives? I believe everybody who bought the whole thing from that Kickstarter did at least buy one of these. I believe, at least I have not heard of anybody not buying it, or at least loving it. So I also wanted to use it for Carol's challenge, so make it a little bit more, also a little bit more pride. And I already worked a little bit on it, as you can see in the background. I finally found out how to pre-paint a digital photo without obscuring all the details. So this is for the MLG brick brush off. I had a little talk with Carol about, yeah, well, it's Kejun, which means big monsters. Well, this is quite a big monster. I mean, this is the monster, this is a normal guy, so it could be big. But yeah, no, it was in fact really, she would not say no, certainly not. But somehow, and Tony knows already why, I have a little bit extra time this week. Not because I have a whole week vacation, but I had to do something around the house, also involved painting, but it has no use. I have to replace the whole thing. Thus, I have decided to, if I have a little bit of time, I'm going to paint this little bastard. And it's, I believe they called it in the Duskwing in the Kickstarter. But it is Netavar. Oh no, that's. I know it. I know his whole name. Netavar the Ravenous Great Dragon. Yeah, I already started on his base because it's easier in this case to to do them separately, as his tail will be completely here over the ground. A little bit hard to paint. Or you like that? Well, we'll have to see if I can make it more to your liking. A wild fledgling has appeared, and it is now really painting time, which means Overgourd time. Let's do it. And of course I will start with all the green. And well, let's get that picture over there. Keep it over there. I have already decided that his main eye, it is green over here. Not going to happen. It will be blue. I accidentally made it green as it thought it looked nice, but I just realized, thank you Carol for your stream, orange and blue are always good colors together, and this makes it all quite green. I just realized. Thus, let's start painting. And if there are other people working on something, just let me know. I am, as I said, I will be working on quite some models this week. Not the Overgourd. I will keep this one just for my streams for the next weeks. And hey Tony, congratulations! Oh, now I notice my elbows are starting to hurt because I forgot my pad. And Shanu is going to lurk for the while. Yeah, thank you, no problem. Of course. So I am going to start to paint on the dragon. I am going to build foam houses. I have 3 minis that I need to paint. Those are commissions. One of them is quite new. The other 2 are still from last year. So yeah, I am really fast with painting them. Sorry. My only excuse was that I did have another commission that I really struggled with, which was one of my most favorite monsters or monstrosities, just like this one, a beholder, only not completely my color palette and everything. Not that it is a good excuse, but it made me realize that I'm certainly not a good commission painter. I mean, it sounds always great to be able to paint minis, even if you have to give them away. That's certainly not a problem, but if you have to paint them exactly as other people want them, apparently not really my thing. So a nice lesson learned. Of course, I will be painting here and there some minis, like the third mini that I have to paint is quite a new commission, because we did start with new characters for our Curse of Strahd game. Well, for me, one of the Curse of Strahd games. And I have to finish all 3 of them this month. As of next month, a new commission will appear, because as I remember correctly, one of my subs is already subbing me for 11 months right now. I don't know the exact date, but I believe it was June. So I really want to finish those commissions. ASAP, otherwise I do really get in trouble with my own painting stuff. I am really good at procrastinating. Love that word, love doing it probably. And I always too late realize when I procrastinate, that's not always a bad thing. You are allowed to have a little bit time for yourself. But then my head starts worrying. That's why I'll call myself always a IRL warrior with an O, not an A. And then I start to procrastinate even more. And I said, sometimes I do learn from those things, and I do now know I have to just work on a little bit. And especially with weeks like this, I had literally an emotional roller coaster week. Even though the work week was only 4 days. Wanted to paint a lot, but through some unhappy accidents and some happy results, I did survive. I even could, for those who have seen the photos of my really nice leaking diorama, indeed the resin I used does not stick well to plastic or any other plastic type of materials. There are some spots on my floor that are still look like they are wet. You missed, yeah, sorry, but I didn't stream yesterday. Indeed, I did know it beforehand, but I completely forgot to get an announcement out. One of my neighbors died barbecue season. No, I was quite on time at home, but one of my neighbors has died this week, and yesterday was the wake, and it was it started at 7, and to be honest, I don't know the people. I don't know. That's. I've seen them, and I know they are my neighbors. They. But I always get a little bit, yeah, emotional with that sort of things, and I did not really felt like streaming afterwards, and I already knew that, so I did cancel my stream beforehand. So that was only I did know it on Wednesday evening, and that was the evening that I got my my big resin catastrophe over here. So I totally forgot to post it, that my stream would be cancelled. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on at once. So sorry if you were waiting for it, but life and death don't wait. Well, it was not a really unexpected death. She was in her 80s and was already quite sick the last few months. But yeah, for everybody that she leaves behind, it's always it's never nice. And Tony had something. It's all learning though. I've had plenty of resin disasters too. It happens as we learn, but we always work out what went wrong and it fixed the problems next day. Yeah. As I said, it's I just used the wrong resin. I should have used real model resin for dioramas for making water, and not this kind of stuff that just is made for tabletops and jewelry. Because the problem was that I made my, for those who did not catch up with it, I made 4 walls out of plastic, and I sealed all the seams with hot glue. And the resin that I was using, I realized the second time, because it's not usable in fact for dioramas, because it gets hot, quite hot. Wow, what does hot glue do when it gets hot? Damn, totally forgot. Yeah. So it just melted my nicely sealed seams away. The second time I did seal it again with hot glue, but then I sealed it extra with good old-fashioned duct tape, and that seemed to be enough. Also, the first batch of the resin took quite some time to dry, to harden. The second one was hard within 2 hours. I guess for the first batch I did use enough hardener to get it hard, but not enough to quicken the whole thing. Or I did use, the second time I did use too much of the hardener. I have no idea. That's also the stupid thing with this one, with this resin. It's all about the weight of the resin. So you have to, it's 1 or 2 components, so 2 parts resin, 1 part hardener, but you have to weigh it instead of just taking the volume. I have used in the past, I don't know, I believe it was AK. AK 2 component resin, sorry, that that is made for using for dioramas and everything, it does not get warm, but it does take 24 hours to really set. So it takes a little bit longer, although, and this does, yeah. But indeed, as you said, you learn. And if you don't, you make a mistake twice. No, I will not. Not for now at least. You never know. Maybe in a year I still see, hey, I have resin. Oh, let's use it for a diorama again. I doubt it. Even I have better memory than that. I hope. Right. Always start with the deepest parts. I just made. Yeah, no, I need to. First, the big parts of the. And I am using, of course, Reaper's Pumpkin Orange. My most ideal color for painting pumpkins, somehow. And don't worry, if Mini Mommy is still there. Yes, I have your secret weapon in the, at the ready. The clear magenta, it's right here. Not that I want to copy you, but it's learning a new technique is always just looking at how other people do it. Oh, and I should have mentioned that there was a Pokemon on the loose. No, nobody caught it. Damn. Now what I now just wonder, I mean, I have seen a lot of painted Overgourds the last few years, or last year at least. And indeed, they do all look a little bit different, but the main is still the same. If you would use this one for a painting challenge, like the Terry Vol and Friends, or Muses and Touch and Friends, Muses and Friends challenge. So we all take the same mini and then paint it. How different would they all look? You would say, as there are, yeah, are there so many details in here? Not so much, but somehow, if you get 10 painters to paint it, I mean, the eye color will certainly vary. Oh, and maybe somebody is just joking around and makes it a completely different color. How about the blue? Night spectral blue. Is blue spectral? I don't know, but it was just a word that just came onto my mouth. A nice Viking pie. I hope that that is mistake. Yeah. Okay. Can happen. Anywho, well, in the Netherlands we will indeed have quite some nice weather the next week. And I am indeed glad that I not have to work right next week, okay, because of all the barbecue stuff that is going out. It's, really crazy. And just to give you the right idea, we have a lot of, not all products we have to make at this moment. There's a lot of products that is made the day before, but we have only 2 lines. Oh wait, with painting changes. Where you have, with painting changes where you have to paint a particular type of mini, you're looking for ways to break all the painting rules. Ah, okay, yeah. And that's a good one. Then we have certainly one completely different. Oh, why is this not so? Oh, because it's on the dark. The paint is quite thick. Sorry. Challenges. Yeah, okay. I already thought so. And that's a good thing, Tony, because we can learn also from those things. By experimenting on yourself, you can only get so far. If you look at what other people do, like you. And of course, learning from well, the happy mistakes that you make. That's already starting to look nicely like a pumpkin. Hey, I am. Where is my thinner? Over there. Whee! Yeah, I did. About challenges. I did. I already knew it. I want to do those building streams, and that does mean that I will have to keep my desk, the whole thing, clean. That's going to be a big challenge. For me at least. Normally I just, everything that I did here, and oh, I don't need it right now, go it over there. Yeah, that's really nice, but on the, as soon as I want to do those, at least when I want to do those, that stream at Wednesday evening, I will need to put my hot wire cutter over here with all the building materials. I have already put my camera over there, so yeah, you can see all the things I do on stream, live, but I need to clean this one out, because here I need to build. Here I need to just saw, cut whatever I have to do. So yeah, but that's a good kind of challenge, because normally I always have something like, I'll clean it up tomorrow. Yeah, that's just the same what I do with my diet. I start my diet tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow. Not a day earlier, so not today, but tomorrow. Well, as I I have not put those colors in yet on the big picture, but I still want to do a little bit of a pride thing with this one. And I had something like, yeah, but those colors, how do I put them in this model? First I thought maybe I could do the whole stalk things and then make a kind of a rainbow out of it, but that would look really unnatural, really weird, I guess. could have a nice effect. But just before the stream, for Carol's stream, I just thought, well, there are 8 colors in for the Pride colors. He has 10 extra heads, or eye stalks, or whatever you want to call them, pumpkin stalks. So, but if it is a beholder, they all have different powers, right? Different powers mean different colors. Oh, I've got some green over there. So yeah, I am doing 8 of them in the eyes of the pumpkins in the Pride colors, and 2 of them I am, and that will be this one and this one. The one. Maybe I am doing something with black or with white. So in fact more color neutral. But that was one of the ideas that I am going to do with this mini. Oh. So the next streams you will be seeing me painting this mini, the Overgourd, nothing else, because I certainly want to finish this one before the end of this month, as the last stream of this month, and now I have to check my calendar, that is the 24th. I want to start with the Thieves Bust, our Fallen Hair Community Challenge, and I am off stream, off camera, and I almost forgot. I have, let's take a smaller brush, a little bit of orange to paint over here between all those green branches, stalks. I guess they are more stalks than really branches. Oh yeah, there goes a little bit of green. I had to repaint some green over here too, I see. And always with the base colors I am quite indifferent. Well, just literally slapping on the paint, and I will correct it on the go. But let's see if I have started today. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 streams. So that's 14 hours of painting. Oh. And Viking Pie is going to lag a bit. Need to prep some Curse of Strahd. Really? I totally forgot this week to get in touch with one of the other players that I want to share the background with. You get my background as soon as that is sorted. But I still have no, never mind. We'll you get my background as soon as possible, of course. And good luck with your prep. It's alright, okay. And hey, hello Papa Pariah. How are you doing? I'll probably get back to you with some more questions. Yeah, no problem. Yes, Papa, I'm well, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, and, I'm well too. A little bit too busy in the noggin of the little bit emotional up and down week, but I have a week off next week, so I can nicely relax. Finally finish some very necessary painting that necessarily needs to be some minis that is certainly need finishing this week, or at least this month. So that's so it's good that I have just started with two new minis, two very small ones. I mean, the first one you see here, and the next one is a little dragon. But I have to defend myself. I have a whole week off, more even than I thought. I have more mini painting time than I had planned for this holiday. Oh, that's a little bit of my red shining head. That, yeah. Oop. Uh-oh. I have a very nice stand for my brushes, the one that holds my brushes upside down, which now is a new thing on the internet that is probably the wrong way, because now the water cannot evaporate quickly enough. Okay, I've always learned to if you put them on, hang them, not in a paint pot or anything, of course. But if you do, then don't put anything under your brushes, or the tip will get ruined a little bit. So you go down there on complete another side track, and the dew spider escaped. Oh damn, the dew spider. Probably something with a spider. Get that big brush. Now I have to get indeed behind some kind of a corner. Not reaching it. The problem is it is visible. So I at least want to make it orange. And while I'm painting this, I am remembering myself, yeah, I have a second one of these, so, what kind of colors could, of course, we are going not to make it the same, all the same. How would a pumpkin look if you paint it all with flesh color, with human flesh color? Could be quite scary, I guess. One of the things that I have tried in the past, or did in the past, it was the first time that GW brought out a really bulky orcs with a big chat chins. And yeah, everybody paints them green. So I had one, it's a boar rider. And I did paint it in a nice pink skin color. One side it looked really nice, even if I have to say it myself. But the ugliness of that face, I love the sculpt of the big evil smile on the main pumpkin. Yeah, it's certainly something. Like, I'm gonna do you something. It's literally not a smile, it's literally a big grinning smirk, almost. As you can see in the background, I did try to paint the teeth quite yellowish, but somehow the program did not do what he did with the rest and made the color translucent so you could see all the teeth. So he looked quite shiny, more shiny than this certainly will look. As I want to give this one certainly some really nasty looking gnarly teeth. I will not paint. Normally I will paint also the inside of the mouth and the eye sockets, and then go over it with a wash later to darken them, but as I said, I want to do the eye sockets all in a different bright color, so I have to paint them white first, and though no wash necessary. For the mouth and nose, certainly a nice black wash. Oh, and for those who did miss it, for those who use the Duncan Rhodes Too Thin Coats washes, they are really great, but watch out. He certainly has worked at Games Workshop, and yes, you can spill a dropper bottle wash paint, if that makes sense, because they have and I can already explain also already, yeah, of course already. Brain, slow down, don't put words in my mouth, words in my mouth. Because those bottles are really, well, the bottles are almost the same as normal dropper bottles, but the tips are a bit different. It's not a big problem, but they do stick very easily to the lids, and that is what happened. So I thought I was only removing the bottle cap, but I did also remove the tip, and I did drop it. Normally not a problem, but yeah, without that tip part, oh wow, a lot of very expensive, not so expensive as GW, but still expensive wash all over my table. Damn. So yeah, that I can now literally say this has that wash spilling karma has spilled over to their employees, certainly their ex-employees. Still love those washes, by the way. Especially the brown one that I spilled, of course, as it is not really just brown. It's in that it sets now. maybe I should talk a little bit less and paint a little bit more and just ease on down the road. That's an old one, but a number that I certainly do like.
Roger, roger.
Okay. So it's I do like the color of the wash from Duncan Rhodes, the Battle Mud wash. It's not completely brown. Oh no, come on. But indeed a little bit of a muddy brown. That's why they probably did call it that. Not so much the inside of the socket. Still talking? Yeah, still talking. But taking it a little bit more slowly. Tony Howell, I like the 2 thin coat paints. As I run out of certain GW colors, I'll be replacing them with Duncan equivalents. Those are certainly nice paints. I have not really. I only tried the washes. I do have a small assortment of his paints over here. Not really tried them out. I did some comparison to my Scale Color and Reaper mini paints, and no, they are really great. But I am waiting for a Kickstarter to come here. That's the end of the year, probably maybe even the. Well, you know what? Let's start googling it. Why not? I want to know. Now I want to know, when do they? Come on. They are. Yeah. Oh. In May 2024, so next year. Then I will get quite some new paints from the Proactyl. No, those are not. Now I'm not going to look it up anymore. It's a small. No, it's those are. They have a little bit of a weird name. Bunch of numbers.
Hydrate.
Hydrate.
But all I have is coffee.
Thank you very much. Well, my coffee has gone cold in my cup, so I thank you very much, Viking Pie. Oh, hot coffee. Yeah. Tony bought a small selection of the paints, flash some browns, a few metallics, and the washes that I'd be most likely to use. Yeah, that was my thing too. The washes are almost as good. No, they are as good as the GWs in my opinion. They are nice, transparent enough, and work well. There is a little bit of difference between the brown and the black for both lines, but yeah, they have to get, of course, their own. If you copy it exactly, then the paints are not that different, of course. And well, let's be honest, Duncan did start his own paints because he wants to be away from Games Workshop, so you do not completely copy all of their paints. Otherwise, he could better have stayed at GW. I guess that's how I see it. The paints dilute nicely and seem to be very constant. Yeah, it's. I have the little bit that I used and tried. is indeed, you have to dilute it a little bit. You don't have to. They are the somewhere, as far as I can see, could see and have worked with. They are a little bit in between the Games Workshop paints and the Reaper paints. You can use them straight from the bottle, but you can do that with Games Workshop paints too. And a wild swoobet has appeared. But thinning them works certainly a little bit better, especially if you want not to obscure. Yeah, you never obscure the small detail. They are not that thick, but for those who like thin paints, they are certainly very good, and for those who like paint straight out of the pot, they are certainly also quite good, only a little bit thicker. That's also why I am going for that Kickstarter. I have seen some reviews. It's a Dutch brand, so German brand. Ready to use from out the bottle. They do have a very special dropper bottle pointy thing, a very thin one, so you can even, as they say, be very accurate about getting the amount of paint you are getting out of it. It's almost like a oops, I forgot a little bit. It's a very thin dropper. The paints are also very rich in pigments. I have seen a demonstration about it. Somebody painted some bases with not just flat bases, but there was some scenery on it. Oh, the swoobet did escape. Damn. But he painted them white and some black, and all colors did, well, almost all colors did cover the black very well. The white was certainly no problem, but the thing that sprang out, but that was really did catch the eye. The yellow did cover over the black in one go. So that's ooh. And Tony usually dilute every paint. It's a habit that carries over from my high-end painting days. I do try to use them thicker than I used to now, though, as I prefer completing a mini over spending countless hours in an endurance test in painting. Okay, yeah. That is nice. I have been going a little bit more the other way. I always painted straight out of the bottle, never diluted any paints, just to get those minis finished. And now I am trying to dilute my paints every time, because I want to do a little bit more, yeah, that little effort and time. Nice. But then I indeed have to, on the Reaper paint, you certainly do not have to thin them. And a model like this, the details are not that that small, so it's quite hard to cover all the details up. They are quite deep. But I can imagine that when you have certain minis with a lot of small details, scale color paints certainly you do need to thin down. As they are already quite thick, and if you put a blob of scale color paints so on the mini, you're certainly going to fill up some small details. Let's see. There is a lot of orange. Wow, really? Yeah. And these are just the basic colors. And most of them will need a second layer. That's not a big problem, as I am the pumpkins under here and at his feet, so to say, or his foot stalk. I did see somewhere a pumpkin that still needed a little bit of paint. Come on, where are you? Ah, this one over here. Yeah, all the way over there. Come on. Well, these are all quite rotten pumpkins, so I will give them a little bit of a different color. And I had thought to start painting them with oxide red, doing as they are all literally the parts that are rotting away. I will give a one moment. Nah, I can stipple that on. That's no problem. So I will oxide red for those babies. Of course, I will highlight it later with a little bit extra of pumpkin orange to get them a little bit more to the pumpkin orange side. Let's keep it in picture frame. He's also standing on a big stone. And it is a red, but quite dark. Still a hint of quite dark orange in it. If I may say so. I've not yet decided completely what I am going to do with the rest of the base. Oh, I should not use this one for this. Well, wait a moment. This is my good and still pointy large brush. This is my less good without a pointy brush, without a point brush, so it's nice to just get that paint into all those little little holes. At first I thought to just cover the whole base, the parts that are still flat, with just a lot of grass tufts and bushes. I have quite some higher and lower tufts. But now I am painting this. At least I don't think that at least not too high a grass to use. And that came certainly not out as I wanted it. Not that it is a bad thing, but I don't believe that was even an English sentence. But yay! I was already waiting for it the first time this stream. Hey, Night Whisper, hello, how are you doing? Nice work on the. Yeah, sorry, I still call it a mermaid, seahorse mermaid mini. Loved what you did with it. Looked really, really great. You're welcome, it's great work. It was almost a shame that I did miss the last part of the whole show and tell. So I did not see everything, but well. Sorry, I did see them all. I have I daily look on all the, at least the painting parts of all the discords. Well, not all of the discords I am on, but because I'm on too many discords, cannot keep up with them. Half of the time I get a notification. Oh, what discord is it? Yeah, I see a red dot on one of them. Oh, I'm still on there. Oh. Keep on screen, keep it on. But yeah, a little bit. Night Whisper is picking up my daughter and a classmate for the SAT test today, SAT, so I wasn't able to watch anyone's streams today. Took the kids out for lunch afterwards. Well, hey. Yeah, SAT tests. Heard of them? It's hey, why are you? Whoops. I believe we have something like that in the Netherlands too. That's a school test to see how, yeah, what kind of job opportunities you have, so you know what direction you can go for your next school. Exactly. Something, I wish it was something like that. Yeah, we have Duo Sion has appeared. So, yeah. We call them CITO tests. It's CYTO. That's also an abbreviation of whatever. Has been a long time ago that I had to take them. Do not even know if they still exist. I mean, the whole thing, we basically have that for our middle school application. That's what I meant. Yeah. And well, I don't know the whole structure of the middle school. That's middle school. Okay. Or at least the Dutch version of middle school. Around age 12. Yeah, okay. Oh, so that was not even that long ago for me. Only 40 years. Well, probably 41 because I was an early student, because I was born in December, and something, then I had to go a little bit earlier to school, I believe, something like that. And according to my first report card, indeed quite too soon, as the highest score I had, I believe it was a 5. We use numbers for keeping score. 10 is the best and 1 is absolute lowest. Although it is possible to get a 1, but so the middle is the 5 is in fact not really good. 6, yeah, you're just good enough. That's that range. And well, my highest score somewhere was a 5, and the rest was all 4s and 3s. So, and still the teacher said, no problem, he will catch up. Let him go to the second, now it's group 4, I believe. That day we talked about classes and whatever. So no, my parents luckily said, they said no, he can do over, because we want to be sure he is learning. And the year after that it was all 7s, 8s and 9s, so it did work. Thank you, Mom and Dad. In the US there is another test, the SSET, that is used to supplement application for private high schools. Both. Yeah. I don't we have that kind of system in the Netherlands for private schools? I'm not even sure about that. At least I have never really heard of a private school in the Netherlands. So it's all government stuff done, controlled, maybe a better word. Oh, yeah. Should have used a smaller brush for this, but it's okay. Not for the rest. Yeah, I mean, education is very important. Most of the time you do not realize that until it is a little bit on the late side. But meaning that a lot of things as a kid you really do have something like, I'm never going to use that, so why do I have to learn it? Yeah, in the US most kids go to public schools, but some send their kids to private schools and boarding schools for various reasons. Yeah, that's something I have heard about. Mainly I watch American movies. That's how I know a little bit about it. But yeah, I have of course homeschooling. That's also, never knew it, but that there is a possibility for in the Netherlands to do also homeschooling. But that's quite a yeah. It's not an easy way to accomplish that. Where was it? Over there. Let's make all those rotten apples also. But yeah, what I was talking about as a kid, you have a lot of times things you have to learn. Why? I'm never going to use it. To be honest, one part of math, we call them tables in the Netherlands. You know, the whole, got to go for now. Thank you, Royal. Thank you very much for the popping by, Tony. Have a great weekend and keep painting. I don't think I have to tell you that, but we will see you around. Do your magic. Keep us posted. And till next time, thank you. So yeah, those tables. I don't know if they have, maybe Viking Pie does know it, but the correct naming for that. I mean the whole 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 1 is 2, 1 times 2 is 2, not the other way around. Very good. That's what I mean. I do know the melody, but the lyrics, no, never learned them really well. And my mother still has sometimes nightmares about it. Me too, because oh my god, evening after evening, all the same melody and all those different. And now I work where I work now. And indeed, the last 2 days, I wished I had done my better job at those. Because I could really need that knowledge. Well, the simple ones are below 10, not all a problem. Although a lot of them I have forgotten. But on a certain pallet, we have to make piles of 20 boxes. That's very nice. And that's 8 boxes on one of those piles. Sorry, not piles, stacks. Stacks of boxes. And there are 8 stacks on one pallet. But sometimes that's a full pallet. But then you get one pallet that does not have, but they always, on the cards that are referenced for those pallets, They never said that there are so many stacks of so many boxes. No, they say there are so many boxes in total on that pallet. And if I get, then I get really crafty with my head while still packing all that meat into boxes and counting the boxes so I make even and the right height of all the boxes. Afterwards I can always laugh about it, but those are the moments that I wished I had paid a little bit more attention to my mother and the teachers. What kind of grey are we going to use for stones? I do know I have a Tempest grey or a mountain. No, mountain is a little bit too dark. No. I'm also trying to get talk loud enough so Bertha does not obscure my voice. No, I'm as it is a Reaper Mini, let's try to use as much Reaper paint as possible. Well, going to work very good, I guess. Let's do the stonework. Yeah, those are definitely stones. And I should have planned that a little bit better, so I should have painted the stones first. Would have been a little bit easier. Hey, come on. Needs to be some challenge here and there. Why do it the easy way if you can do it the hard way? I mean, I already know I can paint. So let's make it a nicer. Oh, the paint is not completely dry, of course. Let's wait for the moment. Basic colors. Yeah. Let's give him a nice kind of. Red is too red. I want a more skin color paint. Those are my dry paints. Here I have my Wii. Not my Wii. No, I don't play Wii. I never had a Wii. I never had a game computer, only PC. Yeah, I still want a little bit more to the red side, so I'm going to use this Orcish Dermish for, which is of course not a, what is this? The tanned highlight. It does need a little bit, and if you add a little bit of red to it, and I think even that I do not going to use the red. I am going to use some clear magenta. Just trying something out. A little drop of it over there. Let's see if we can get a nice, still skin colorish. Oh yeah. And that's almost the same color. Just let's get it a little bit darker even. Let's exaggerate it a little bit. almost a little bit like some kind of muscle tissue, I would say. Let's give it a nice like that. I'll make it a little bit more red. Sorry, more magenta. As now it looks like a nice gum color. Let's get in that mouth. Oh, I just remember that I have my schedule. Should have put on my schedule that I am streaming Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. My first official building stream called Baldy Builds. Yeah, I am really great in thinking out names for my streams, and I will be building a wooden hut out of foam. The BB show, yeah. I did have a different name for it. Do not even remember what the C stand for, but indeed, if you would abbreviate that one, it would be the BBC show. And depending on how well you know that abbreviation, I don't think that would be give the right yeah, the right message. I think. Now let's get that to dry. Yeah, no, I meet the another BBC. That was one thing that I also thought of, but I guess there are some people who even have a different kind of BBC that they know. Oh, for those who do not know what I mean, please don't Google it. Because you will get on the wrong sites. Oh, maybe also you could to help me with that one. Never mind, okay. Now let's see. As I am going to... my brain is just done for today. Yeah, I know that feeling. I certainly do know that feeling. Certainly after this week. So yeah. Ooh, that's good. You know what? Why not? Let's start painting the eye already, but this is not a white, I know. But it is a nice base for white. And I am certainly not going to use pure white for his eye. Oh, that looks really wrong. How scary would he look if he had just one big black eye? I have something with big black eyes. Somehow I didn't know what mini was it first that I gave. I believe it was one of my bone Sylvanians that I painted. I believe it was the little creature of the Blue Lagoon. I do not know what its official name was, but I gave it completely black eyes with only a little pinch of light, and it looked damn scary. So if I think about it, tomorrow I will adjust this painting, see if we make the eye completely black. And I was looking for for the bone color, meaning not bone. So I can already give the teeth a little bit of a better color. Let's get a nice point to that brush. No, it's not going to happen. Right. Because these are my very much used Artis Opus brushes, especially the big one. And I guess the brush is a little bit done after 2 years of a lot of painting. So it is certainly not the brush's fault. Maybe a little, I should have taken care of it a little bit better. But then I would never have tried out this Raphael brush, which I certainly not will say is better, but I do like it better. The belly is a little bit thicker than the Artis Opus one. And also the price is a little bit better, as if I have to buy Artis Opus, I have to order them in England. I have not found a European seller of them. Not yet. But why should I go look for another brush seller if I already have my Raphael brushes? So there are some brushes coming my way soon, this year, as I have just filled out my the Kickstarter for Game Envy Kickstarter. We have a yeah, foldable. I had the word in my mind. The painting water cup, so you can fold it in. And they also had some brushes in their Kickstarter. I ordered some just to try them out. As you probably all know by now, I am a real sucker for just trying stuff out, even though I do not even know all the techniques yet. Let's start painting those eyes, as I want to give them all very bright colored eyes. Why am I not using white immediately? Because there is quite some... Oops. Yeah, that's okay. I have learned one thing: if you are painting white over black or gray or another darker color, it's better to do it with a off-white or a yellow brown. And then paint white in it. As if you normally paint over black straight with white, normally it takes quite some coats before it covers the whole black in total. And as you see, this is already quite... Now, it was not all completely black. If this is dry and I add the white, it will be covering quite good. And only, well, maybe I need a second coat of white, but over black I would have needed more. Yeah. Oh, if I'm heading off, have fun. Are you going to the board game club too? Yeah, no, I'm not. I have Curse of Strahd tomorrow. As we had would have had our first adventure today, then I already cancelled that session for them. So my players were already very afraid because we don't have a cleric, but because we cancelled that D&D session, I can tomorrow still D&D. So thank you for coming by. Have a great evening. Have a great Sunday. See you next time. And if anybody has an idea of who we can raid in a moment, let's see if I can, or any suggestions. I guess that, yeah, Jimmy the Brush is online again. Love that show, really. But if anybody of you, yeah, thank you very much. Well, having fun in the Curse of Strahd. It will be some kind of fun, that for sure. Oh, I still have to do the gray. And I have almost all basic colors painted. And of course I go over one of those rotten pumpkins. Rotten pumpkins. And I thought that was a part of the stalk, but now I see it's just the slot where the mini goes into the base. So I did forget to use some little bit of putty to close that gap. I mean, I don't. Can you see it? Yeah, that gap over there. But still can do. And as promised, and a wild blip bug has appeared. Sounds very techy, but also very natural. Blip bug. For the Pokemon catchers under us, among us. Well, that's also a really wrong way to say it nowadays, I believe, since the computer game Among Us. Never played it. The only computer game that I am still playing is World of Warcraft. And I tried South Park, The Stick of Truth, I believe it was. Do not even know what. Tried it, and I took the. No, it's not easy. The medium level of difficulty, and more difficult than I thought. And the blip bug escaped. So this is how far I did get today. All the basic colors are on there. So nice start. Next week, Friday, the 9th, yeah, I will be painting some more on this lovely fella. And I did not get any recommendations for any other streamer, so we go to Jimmy the Brush and Princess. Let's see. Yeah, Jimmy the Brush. Good. I want to thank you all. Have a great weekend. Keep painting. Keep showing your results. And keep healthy. See you all next time. Thank you. And let's start the raid. 3, 2, 1. Bye.
DVD I nearly sent you.
Holy Jesus Christ. Borgia, welcome in. How you doing?
Hi, Borgia. How was your stream? Welcome in. Wow. Jimmy, you're flushing.
Pixie is here. She's just outside, out of reach of camera. Borgia, how was your stream? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a lovely day. Oh, good Lord. Anyone who's following Borgia, give him a click, give him a follow. Check out his wonderful stream.
He's absolutely wonderful, guys. Hope you had a good one. Night Whisper, thank you so much for coming in with the raid. Welcome in, you guys. This is your hat. Too much nice. Thank you, Ben Drake. Do I remind you of anyone in this hat? Like, I haven't compared to some famous people. Don't come in here. Dave says Jimmy's all about his wood and a strange contraption for eating his
God damn it. It's not getting done over today, are I?
Yep.
Oh.
James says I had a great stream, was painting the overboard. Whoa, fancy. Oh lordy. Mama, you're a genius, you are. when Jimmy was streaming Boltgun, the Warhammer 40k Boltgun game, it was really cool, you know, playthrough that was.
Uh-huh.
And Jimmy was talking about your previous experience.
Long story short, I'm going back to toiletry.
And then Jimmy was explaining, you know, his past work experience and what he was doing.
Alright, should we pull a winner for the first model?
Okay. I went to the last night. Nearly died tripping over something with a toilet brush with death. Oh my goodness, Pavel.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
And should I get the music going?
Yeah, get the music going. Oh.
Right, so for those of you who don't know, we are about to rattle off one of these.
Winner's choice at the moment. The first one.
Not this screen. Not this screen. There we go.
Oh, dearie me.
So, it's essentially either one of these, which is this incredible model, or one of these. God, Dixie's really enjoying it. And he again, this is another incredible model. And basically once we've got through 2 more of those, so we need another 30 subs, and then after that, if we get another 30 subs after that, we'll raffle off this beauty, which is the Castle the Grayskull Dice Tower, which is absolutely incredible. And everyone who joins in gifting subs towards these goals gets put in for a chance. This lovely fellow. So, as a little bonus for today. So there we go. These will be available for this stream only. Right, the winner of the first model,
Yes, is
Ray.
Ray! Oh my lord!
Oh God, Ray, which do you want?
Wow!
Which do you want, Ray?
Where's Ray?
He's saying Riggs, no, Ray. Which do you want? Do you want Hordak or do you want Skeletor? Which takes your fancy? Skeletor, right. So that is yours, Ray. This is the next one that we're doing, guys.
Skeletor.
Okay, so that's for Ray. So I'm going to start another one of these now. It'll say Skeletor Hordak, but basically this one is just for Hordak, okay? So there you go. This one is Ray Von Von, okay? Hello, hello. There we go. You're all coming in. Okie dokie.
Oh,
Right.
did I? Hold on.
What?
I think I did something.
You done something?
I was clicking and I... Yeah, sorry.
Can you please not just ban people?
Sorry!
Right.
Okay, you can just give them my address.
Right.
So we're actually 25 away from the other two.
What was everyone pounding on FX Sculptor, eh? What were they doing?
Oh, me, Mummy did as well.
Yeah, Mini Mommy and you. I was like, what are they doing? What are they doing?
Oh no, it's going. No, sorry.
FX, obviously your work was just too fancy for everyone, so I'm just going to show FX's work off now, because my mods have been misbehaving. Holy Jesus Christ, those women are fighting over him. So this is FX Sculptor's work, everyone. If you haven't given them a follow, give them a click and a follow. Check out their amazing stuff. Look at that troll, isn't that gorgeous?
That is so cool.
FX Sculptor, do you stream this on Twitch? I don't know what happened over those two ladies. They're absolutely crazy.
That's stream.
Guys, can you copy and paste his Twitch in the channel, please, instead of just banning him for no reason?
Sorry.
Good lord.
Oh, lordy.
All of these beautiful things. Look at that. That's
There
incredible.
you go, guys. Here's his link.
Can we please make sure everyone's following FX Sculptor? Otherwise, he'll craft more frogs that hold phallic objects. Okay? You've all been warned. You got to make sure you follow him.
Boys, don't bring me into this.
I just didn't know what on earth